Welcome back to BSPN. I'm Brock Galai, joined by Kendall Stanley and Gracie Galai. We're going to bring you a couple weeks of wrestling and basketball highlights. First, in the 110-pound weight class, Tyler Jerica finished in third place. In round one, he fought hard but fell by tech fall to Sterling Warner from Lockwood. In round three, it was another tough battle, with Tyler losing by tech fall to Tyler Hovland from Billings Skyview. AJ Schoenbeck secured third place in the 118-pound division in round one. He put on a dominant performance, winning by tech fall over Frederick Hadjic from Billings Skyview. But in round two, AJ faced a tough opponent in Jace Whittaker from Billings West and fell by tech fall. Round three saw him battling hard, but he lost by major decision to Rowan Lundgren from Lockwood. In the 132-pound class, Braden Stoddard took this top spot with first place. He kicked off his day with an impressive win by fall over Roy Oyang from Billings West. In round two, Braden was on fire, pinning Trenton Hoke from Billings Skyview. And in round three, another dominant performance, winning by fall again, this time over Cooper Hoverson from Custer County. In the 138 pool, Raiden Aron claimed second place in round one. Raiden made quick work of Braden Wanner from Billings Skyview, winning by fall. However, in round two, Raiden fell to Dalton Heimbach from Lockwood by fall. But Braden bounced back in round three, winning by fall again, this time over Arthur Campbell from Billings West. Also wrestling in the 138-pound division, but a different pool, Cale Irish finished strong with first place in round one. Cale made an early statement, pinning Kaylin Duran from Billings West. Round two saw Cale again dominate, winning by fall over Kyle Houdin from Harlem. And in round three, Cale sealed the deal with a tech fall victory over Michael Marsh from Miles City. Eli Jerica took third place in the 157-pound division. Round two was a tough one, as Eli was pinned by Eddie Arquiga from Lockwood. In round three, he lost again by fall to Ezekiel Hill from Billings Skyview. Jackson Knapp, our 165-pound wrestler, brought home first place. Round one saw him dominate with a win by fall over Braden Lowney from Billings West. In round three, Jackson continued his dominance, pinning Silas Abrahams from Billings Skyview. And finally, Ruben Kinzer. The big man finished with the first place in the 215-pound division. He kicked off the tournament with a pin over Justin Acard from Billings West. Round two saw Ruben again on top, pinning Ashton Orthman from Hardin. And in round three, it was another quick fall, this time over Carter Curley from Billings Skyview.
Last Saturday, the Lady Hawks wrestled in Hardin. Starting off in the 138 weight division, Carly Emmons lost a tough match to Emma Klingeman of Harlem. Then in round three, lost to Allie Donardi of Custer. Next in the 130B weight division, Isabel Schiffer started out strong, winning by fall over against Addison Duran of Hardin. Then in round two, defeated Rory Bush from Billings, putting her in first place. Lastly, in the 140A weight bracket, Bo Kinzer placed second and earned the team 13.5 points. She started off rough by losing a tough match to Tita Frandrick from Billings. Then she continued to round two, defeating Zayden Alden from Hardin, then another win in three against Aria Hernandez from Lockwood.
At our home mixer starting strong, Carly Emmons received a first-round bye, which gave her a brief chance to catch her breath before diving into the action. In round two, she faced off against the tough Kylie Schwartz of Baker. It was a hard-fought battle, but unfortunately she came up short against Schwartz, who advanced with a solid performance. Next up, it was an intense match against Hannah Iverson. Both wrestlers gave it everything they had. But Iverson's aggressive style ultimately proved too much, as our competitor was pinned, falling to a tough loss by fall. Carly took third place.
The Broadus wrestling team put together a stellar performance at the Broadus Mixer, with several athletes earning top finishes and contributing valuable team points. Kicking things off in the 110B weight class, Tyler Jerica finished in second place. After receiving a bye in the opening round, Jerica impressed with a quick win by fall in round two. Unfortunately, he was defeated by Steele Smith in round three via tech fall, but still showed resilience throughout the competition. In the 118 weight class, AJ Schoenbach put on a dominant display, capturing first place. Schoenbach won all three of his matches by fall, including one in just a minute and a half, and secured a major decision in his third match, solidifying his position as one of the top wrestlers in his bracket. At 132, Braden Stoddard finished in third place, Stoddard won his first match by tech fall, but faced tough losses in the next 2 rounds, including one by fall and another by tech fall, keeping him from reaching the finals. Moving up to the 138 weight class, Cale Irish grabbed first place. Irish showed his dominance with 2 quick pins and claimed the top spot in his division. In the 138B category, Raiden Aaron finished in second place. He lost his only match by fall to an athlete from Poplar. In the 165 bracket, Jackson Knapp secured second place. After a tough opening round loss by fall, Knapp bounced back strong with 2 straight wins by fall, showing great resilience in the face of adversity. At 2:15, Ruben Kinzer delivered an impressive performance, finishing in first place. Kinzer advanced with a tech fall victory and a no contest win, capturing the top spot in his weight class. Cordell Schoenenbach earned a second place finish after a strong win by fall in round 1. Schoenenbach was defeated by Kinzer in round 3 by no contest, which kept him from taking home the top spot.
On Saturday, the Hawks took on the Ekalaka Bulldogs at home. It all started with Jace down in the paint, powering through with a strong post move to put the first points on the board. Moments later, he added another 2 points with a smooth bunny in the lane. Brock got involved in the playmaking early, dishing it down low to Jace, setting up another easy bucket. But Brock wasn't just passing. He took it strong to the hoop himself, slicing through the defense for a layup. Sean then cut to the basket and finished a clean bunny. He then did it again. This time, Jace found him with a crisp feed, adding another 2 points to the board. Brock found Jace again down low for yet another bunny, and Zach wanted in on the action. He dished it down to Jace, who finished strong in the paint. Then Landon showed off his speed, driving baseline and finishing a tough layup. Then Jace took it to the hoop, executing a smooth Euro step past his defender for another bucket. Brock kept feeding the hot hand, delivering another perfect pass to Jace for an easy 2. Then it was Landon's turn to get in on the assist game, finding Sean for yet another bunny under the basket. Zach led Jace down low for 2 more points, but then Zach decided to stretch the floor, stepping back and draining an open 3, completely throwing the Ekalaka defense off balance. Sean took control, bringing the ball down the court and finding Brock down low for a bunny. And just when the defense thought they had Jace figured out, he stepped back and knocked in a smooth mid-range jumper. The Hawks couldn't quite pull off the win, losing to the Bulldogs.
It's Lady Hawks basketball. The Lady Hawks went head-to-head against the number 2 ranked Ekalaka Bulldogs in a high-intensity conference showdown. Right from the jump, Cassie set the tone with a smooth jumper to get the Hawks rolling. M sliced through the defense, feeding Maddie for a beautiful mid-range bucket. They broke the press. Cassie dished it to Kendall for a clean 2. On the other hand, Gracie and M turned up the defensive pressure, and Gracie capitalized with a lightning-fast breakaway layup. Maddie stormed down the court and drained a smooth 2, and Cassie attacked the rim for another bucket. Maddie wasn't done. She drove hard and finished for 2 more. Gracie from downtown. Bang. She knocks down a 3. Kendall takes off in transition and lays it in. Maddie perfect floater for another 2. M gets in on the action, slicing through for a bucket. And there's Gracie again, another triple from beyond the arc. Maddie pulls up from deep, splash. Cassie and Kendall working that 2-woman game. Kendall dishes, Cassie finishes for 2. Then Kendall muscles in another bucket. Cassie dominates the paint, back-to-back low post buckets, and Gracie again from the long range. She's on fire. Maddie drives in strong. 2 more. Cassie with the jumper. It's good. The Lady Hawks fought with heart and hustle, but fell short in a nail-biter 53-58. Cassie and Gracie led the charge, each racking up 13 points in a hard-fought battle. What a game.
The wrestling teams traveled to Huntley Project for their divisional tournament, where the boys finished in 3rd place as a team. In the 110 bracket, Tyler Jerica finished in 8th place. He started with a win by fall against Mason Hurley of Columbus in the 1st round, but ended up short in the 2nd round, losing by fall to Ethan Reynolds of Huntley Project, putting him into the consolation side of the bracket. In his first match on the consolation side, Tyler fought for the win by pin over Callan Cardy of Circle, which ultimately secured his trip to the state wrestling tournament. In his next match, Tyler lost to Weston Kirkland of Glasgow by fall, sending him to the 7th place match. In his match for 7th, Tyler lost to Landon Makiroski of Forsyth by fall, finishing in 8th place and advancing to state. At 118, AJ Schoenbeck received a bye in the 1st round and went on to win over Sheldon Riley of Forsyth by fall in the 2nd round. In the 3rd round, AJ ended up losing by fall to Cody Kuka of Glasgow, but won his next match by fall over Carter Lieberg of Shepherd, making it through the blood rounds. AJ then lost his next match by fall to Cody Bradley of Colstrip, sending him to the 7th place match, where he came up short, losing by fall to Caston Martin of Columbus, finishing 8th and securing a trip to state. In the 132 bracket, Braden Stoddard had a tough tournament, starting with a loss by fall to Alex Dons of Shepherd, but came back for a win against Jonah Bucks of Malta by fall. But Braden did not make it out of the blood rounds as he lost his next match to John Yeska of Glasgow. In the 138 weight class, Braden Arn finished 6th, securing a trip to the state tournament. In the opening round, Braden won by fall over Craig Prangley of Roundup, but faced tough competition in the second round, losing to Navarro Escarciga of Poplar, the number 2 seed in his bracket, by tech fall. But Braden fought on the consolation side of the bracket, winning his next match by tech fall over Colton Black of Circle, and his next match after that by decision over Garrett Lafferty of Big Sandy. In the consolation semifinals, Braden lost to Baylor Burton of Huntley Project, sending him to the match for 5th place, where he had to wrestle his own teammate Kale, but he ended up losing by decision. Also in the 138 class, Kale Irish finished 5th, also securing a trip to state. To start his tournament, Kale won by fall over Grayson Hewler of Poplar, but just like Braden, faced a tough opponent in the second round, losing by tech fall to Lane Spencer of Malta, which sent Kale to the consolation bracket, where he won his first match by major decision over Joe Ahrensmeyer of Harlem, and his second match by fall over Caden Schiffer of Forsyth, clearing the blood rounds. In the consolation semifinals, Kale faced Navarro Escarciga of Poplar, where he lost by tech fall, sending him to the 5th place match, where he won by decision over Raiden. Jackson Knapp wrestled in the 165 weight class, winning his first match by pin over Aiden Dopp of Plentywood, but faced the number 2 seed in his bracket, losing his second match by pin to William Kirkland of Glasgow. Then Jackson faced Chase Howell of Huntley Project, where he won by pin, clearing the blood rounds. Jackson had some tough matches after that, however, losing both by tech fall, the first being to Ethan Klingeman of Harlan, and in his match for 7th, he lost to Tucker Murray of Circle, finishing 8th. Sadly, he only took 7 to state from his bracket. Cordell Schonenbach in the 215 bracket received a bye in the first round, but sadly lost both of his matches, the first by fall to Julian Powell of Chinook, and the second by fall to Johnny Sparivak of Custer Hysham. Ruben Kinzer, also in the 215 bracket, received a bye in the first round. In his quarterfinal match, Ruben won by fall over Caden Green of Malta, and in his semifinal match, Ruben won by fall over Jaden Clark of Columbus, advancing him to the finals, where he ultimately came short and took 2nd, losing to Julian Powell of Chinook, but still secured a trip to state.
Right out of the gate, Shaylee drives to the hoop, 2 points on the board. Then M turns on the Jets, breaking away for a fast break layup, another 2. M is on fire early, slicing through the defense for another smooth jumper. And here comes Shaylee again, picking the pocket on defense and taking it all the way for an easy 2. Kendall gets on the action, making a strong move in the paint. Bucket, the Lady Hawks aren't done yet. Gracie from deep, splash, a huge 3-pointer. Now it's M with the vision, feeding Cassie inside 2 more. Maddie steps up, knocks down a jumper, nothing but net. Addison races coast to coast for a layup, and here's Maddie again on a fast break. Another easy 2. M cashes in on the close range bunny for 2 more. On the boards, Cassie grabs a rebound, goes right back up, scores. Maddie pulls up from beyond the arc, bang, 3-pointer. Kendall drives inside. Shaylee follows for another tough finish. Buckets. Gracie working down low. 2 more for the Hawks. Danica fights for her own rebound, puts it back up. Good. And when the final buzzer sounds, the Lady Hawks soar to victory, 49-33. M led all the scores with 8 points, while Cassie and Gracie dominated the class with 10 rebounds apiece. What a performance from the Lady Hawks, a complete team effort, another W in the books. Friday, the Hawks left school to Weevil to face off against the Longhorns. Let's break down the action. Sean starts things off by going baseline, flipping in a reverse layup. Then Jace, the man with the drive, takes a strong for a layup. Brock gets fed by Lucas and makes a sweet post move to add 2 more on the board for the Hawks. Brock's not done. He works for the paint again, and boom, another 2 points.
Then it's Zach pulling up from way downtown with a wide open three. And that wasn't enough. He comes right back for another one. I think the Longhorns forgot to close out on him. And then another three from Zach. He's cooking like Steph Curry tonight. Logan with the assist to Jace down low for an easy bunny. But Zach isn't done yet. He drives baseline for a smooth layup. And then in comes Landon with a cut to the basket. Sean, the assist machine, drops a dime right into his hands for a quick layup. Sean's at it again, finding Brock down low for yet another easy 2 points. Brock missed a shot, but Jace, the rebound king, got the board and put it right back up in for 2. And then to cap things off, Jace comes through with another layup, sealing the deal on the Hawks' final field goals of the night. Now things get a little slow from here as the Hawks switch to free throws for the remainder of the game. They tried to keep up with Weibo, but in the end, despite all the hustle, they just couldn't get it done, losing the game 42-39. On Saturday, the Hawks took on the Jordan Mustangs at home. Logan kicked things off with a good smooth bunny assisted by Landon. Landon dishes it to Logan down to the paint for another quick bunny. Now here comes Brock finding Jace down low for a quick bunny. Logan passes to Jace and boom, 2 more points on the board. And now Sean, taking it straight to the hoop with a layup. Logan feeds Jace for an over-the-shoulder shot, and Sean, the assist machine, strikes again. This time he finds Zach down low for a fadeaway jumper. Sean feeds Brock for a bunny down low. Jace hits a smooth mid-range jumper. Now it's Jace returning the favor, feeding Logan down low for another bunny. Landon gets in on the action, kicking the ball out to Logan for a mid-range jumper. And Brock takes a half-court pass and feeds Logan for a strong post move. Now Zach, deep in the corner, sinks a 3, assisted by Logan. Brock pushing it to the hoop. Now boom, a powerful layup. And here comes Christian with a steal. He's off to the races down the court, and he makes the layup for his first 2 points in the varsity minutes. Despite their efforts, the Hawks couldn't pull off the win against the Mustangs, losing 41-50.
Saturday night, the Lady Hawks took on the Jordan Mustangs in a hard-fought, physical battle, and oh boy did they put on a show. Right out of the gate, Gracie set the tone, driving in for a smooth 2 points. Then Kendall got to work down low, muscling her way in for another bucket. But wait, Maddie steps up and drains a 3. Boom, the Hawks are rolling. Kendall sprints down the court for another layup, 2 more. Gracie answers with a deep 3, nothing but net. Kendall, back in the paint, fights for another basket. And here we go again. Gracie pulls up for another triple. She's on fire. Kendall dishes to Maddie, easy 2. Then Kendall goes right back to work, dropping another basket. But the hot hands keep coming. N lines it up and sinks a 3. The Hawks are relentless. Off the bench, Addison Harper steps in and makes an impact, scoring 2 points of her own. Then she takes it strong to the hoop, gets the bucket and the foul. Gracie shows off her speed with a fast break layup, and Kendall, she's everywhere, grabbing another board and putting it back for 2. At the final buzzer, the Lady Hawks soaring to victory, 49-33. Kendall was an unstoppable force, leading the way with 18 points and 11 rebounds. What a performance. What a win. The Lady Hawks bring home another W. What a game.
This has been BSPN signing out.